everybody, welcome back. So feels like it's kind of been one review after another. So I have something for you or a review for you on something that some of y'all may have not heard of before. I know this line or this brand is pretty new to Sephora. I don't think it's very new in general, but it is going to be a review on the new to me, I guess, Farsali Unicorn Essence Drops. It's a skin enhancing antioxidant serum, and so there's been a lot of hype. You've seen a lot of stuff on social media about this and the rose gold elixir. I've told you before, I love unicorn, unicorn themed stuff, unicorn colors, and the makeup industry the beauty industry is just coming out with a ton of that. And so of course I had to try it out. I'm like, okay, it's getting bomb reviews. I need to try this. I need this in my life. So I think that's such an overrated statement, because technically we don't need any of this stuff in our life. They're not, truly they're not needs, they're wants, but So anyways, let's just go, So let's just jump right into this. Let me tell you what this is. Let me go over some detail from the Sephora website, and then I can tell you my experience with the product, and that way you'll know if it's something that's worth picking up or not. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so let me read you what the box says, and then I'll read you what the Sephora website says. So it says, this innovative solution acts as a dual-purpose serum, which infuses the skin with beneficial skincare while preparing it for layering, moisturizer, or makeup application. It contains 4 superfruit extracts rich in antioxidants and packed with vitamin C, which helps make the skin appear visibly younger and healthy looking. So the directions on the box state: apply to clean face before moisturizer, may be used as a primer before makeup application. So I will tell you, anytime you're using a serum, you need to apply it before moisturizer, because that's how it soaks into your skin, and then you put your moisturizer on top. If you're using a beauty oil, so something along the lines of like the Boscia Subaki beauty oil, like the Josie Maran argan oil, you would use that on top of your moisturizer, because that's just how you get the best use out of it. Somehow, the way it was explained to me is the oil can go through the moisturizer and seep into your skin. Serums cannot. The moisturizer kind of creates like a barrier. So this is something you would apply directly onto your face prior to moisturizer. So let's just go ahead and find out what the Sephora website describes this as. Let's see. So it says, I think it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Okay. So some of it is the same. Let me just say, Farsali's Unicorn Essence at Sephora is enriched with 4 superfruit extracts that are loaded with antioxidants, known for their anti-aging properties: the acai berry, goji berry, elderberry, and blueberry. The acai berries and blueberries not only contain powerful antioxidants, they are also packed with vitamin C, which supports the skin tone. Thanks to its water-based formula, this serum will allow your skin to soak up the supplements, leaving it hydrated without a greasy residue. So, a lot of serums have that oily consistency that can be a little bit greasy. I personally like that, because I feel like my face and my skin is a little more moisturized at that point. I will tell you real quick, it is sold out at this time on the Sephora website, but I have found that the Sephora website is now stocking things a little more frequently. It used to be something would sell out and it'd be sold out forever. And I think a lot of that depends on the manufacturer too. But lately, whenever I have looked for something that's sold out, I check back in a couple of days and it's usually back in stock. So if you're looking to pick it up, maybe give it a few days. Actually, by the time I post this video, it may already be back in stock. So that might be something you want to look at anyways. Okay, so it comes in a purple bottle, really pretty. So I think we all know purple to be kind of associated with unicorns. It does come with the little dropper, as most serums and oils do. And again, it's called Unicorn Essence. So when you first open the bottle, or open it up, so it's got the dropper as usual. So it is a pink consistency. I'm going to zoom you in because there is a shimmer in this serum, which is really, really pretty. I will tell you, as soon as you rub it out, that shimmer goes away. So those of you who are concerned about like any kind of glitter particles or micro glitter or shimmer, this doesn't stay. It's really just, I don't know, it just dissolves or something. I wish it would stay because it's so pretty. Let me zoom you in real quick so that you can see what it looks like. Oh my gosh, it's like super close. Okay, so there is what it looks like in the nozzle, or in the little dropper. I don't know if it's going to zoom in because I am so close. Hang tight. Let me get rid of some of this. Okay, let's do this. I've never done a review on like something like this before, so it looks like it's going to get difficult. There we go. Do you see how it's like shimmery within that little dropper? That's how it comes out onto your skin. So it's so pretty. Really nice. I put it on my hand and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's obviously it's a serum, so it's going to be watery. It's water-based, so it does run. I'm going to smooth it out on my hand real quick. You're not really going to be able to see much except that my hand looks wet. So again, it is water-based. It's not going to give you that greasy feeling. I will tell you, as soon as I put it on my face, it's like my face soaks it up and then I don't feel like I have anything. So it's hard for me to, you know how okay, it says you're not supposed to use this on top of your moisturizer, but at the same time you can use it as a primer for your makeup. Well, I moisturize before I prime for makeup. So it makes it a little harder because I don't use this as my moisturizer. I have found that I guess because it is water-based, it doesn't give my skin the moisture that it needs. And it soaks up pretty quickly. So that is, it's still a little bit on my hand, but it is drying very rapidly. And then it has a very faint, sweet smell. It's, for those of you who are allergic or just very sensitive to scents altogether, this does have a scent. But for those of you who really are not, you don't prefer items with a scent, it's super faint, and in all honesty, the times I've applied it to my face, it goes away so quickly I can't even tell. And so at this point, I will tell you, my hand, well, it's still a little slightly tacky because it's still drying, but at this point, my hand just feels refreshed. And I don't know what the reason for that is. It's probably just because, it's got all those antioxidants, it's got all those things in there, so I'm sure that's, part of it. But other than that, again, because it's water-based, my hand doesn't feel like moisturized or anything like that. So, real quick for you, I used this several times. Yeah, I know they say when you use something once, you can't really tell if you're really getting the benefit out of it. You do need to use it several times in order to see if it's something that's working for you. Now, I will say, they say you need to use it, and okay, if you use it enough, you're going to go through the whole bottle, and then, well, what if I hate it and it did nothing for me, I always want to give myself a few tries of something just so that I can see if it really is doing something for me, if I see an improvement. And so on this one, I just don't know that I saw anything. I think the main thing is just because it's so thin, I prefer a serum that is a little bit more solid, that's a little bit more, oily. I know the claim for this is that it doesn't give you the greasy feeling, but I like a little bit of that because then my skin feels truly moisturized and nourished. Now, this is supposed to nourish your skin without giving you that really oily feeling. So for those of you who have oily skin, this really may be up your alley. For me, it was a disappointment just because it was so hyped up. And when I first opened it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the prettiest thing I've ever seen. It's like pink and it's got shimmer in it. Yeah, you put it on and that goes away. And then just for it to not really do a whole lot for me was just even more disappointing. So it's $49, which is pretty in line with skincare. I get that. A lot of serums and oils are in that price range. So to me, it's not something that's overpriced or anything for higher end makeup or skincare. But as far as the price goes, I want it to work. I want what I buy to be able to work for me, and this just didn't do it for me. So again, for those of you with oily skin, this is probably right there up your alley. I don't know that I saw any brightening or skin improvements. So again, I can't even say that I would claim that it does any of that. So I know I'm saying those of you with oily skin tone, this would be up your alley. I'm saying that because it's water-based and it's thinner and it won't make you feel greasy. However, I don't know if you will see skin improvement because I did not. So again, super disappointed. because just, I mean, the name, Unicorn Essence, and then you open it up and it's got shimmer and it's pink and it's just so pretty. And I mean, it didn't really do much for me, so kind of disappointing. All right, guys, before I let you go, let me give you the verse and short devotional for today. It is going to come from Mark 16:10, and it says, "After Mary saw Jesus, she went and told his followers, who were very sad and were crying." And so the title of this little devotion is Go With Your Heart. I picked this because we're about to go into Easter season. Easter's really, really quickly coming. It says, "Tears represent the heart, the spirit, and the soul of a person. To put a lock and key on your emotions is to bury part of your Christ-likeness, especially when you come to Calvary. You can't go to the cross with just your head and not your heart. It doesn't work that way. Calvary is not a mental trip. It's not an intellectual exercise. It's not a divine calculation or a cold theological principle. It's a heart-splitting hour of emotion. Don't walk away from it dry-eyed and unstirred. Don't just straighten your tie and clear your throat. Don't allow yourself to descend Calvary cool and collected. Please pause. Look again. Those nails, those are nails in those hands. That's God on that cross, and it's us who put him there." I know Easter has just become like a really more of a fun holiday, and it's, you know, I agree. I love Easter also for the Easter egg hunts and the Easter baskets. It's the candy. It is fun, but what I would ask that we all remember is that Easter is not about celebrating that. Easter truly is amazing because it means that the ultimate sacrifice that was paid by Christ, it's victory because he rose again, and we have that hope. It's just such an amazing hope. He's such an amazing God for doing that for us because he loved us that much. And so I just if you're going through hard times, if you have a broken heart, if you just are just struggling through life, just go to God. He is the most amazing healer, heart mender, everything. I know because I've been there. So I hope this helps encourage you. You know, I just, it's what I'd like to share with you guys even more than the makeup. Because it is what is most important. I hope you are having a wonderful day. I am so happy to be able to talk to you guys. Please subscribe if you don't mind, and this way we can go on this YouTube journey together so that you're notified of any future videos that I post. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. I hope you found this review helpful, and I will be back with another one very soon. All right, guys, take care. Bye.